Hello. Today we're going to understand the difference between speed and velocity. These two terms are often confused, but in physics they are not the same. Let's start with speed. So speed. Speed tells us how fast something is going. It only includes magnitude, not direction. And because of this, speed is scalar. So, for example, if a car is moving at 20 meters per second, that's speed. This is speed. Now let's talk about velocity. Velocity tells us how fast something is going, something is moving, and in what direction. How fast. And now let's look at an important idea. You can have constant speed but changing velocity. This happens when the direction changes. So this happens when direction changes. So just to recap, velocity tells us how fast something is moving and in what direction. You can have constant speed but changing velocity. This can only happen, not only, this can happen when direction changes. So for example, imagine a moving car. Car in a circle with constant speed. Moving in a circle with constant speed. So the speed stays the same, but direction is always changing. So here we imagine a car moving in a circle with constant speed. The speed stays the same, but the direction is always changing. That also means the velocity is changing. Velocity. So even though the car is not speeding up or slowing down, its velocity is changing. Now let's compare the two clearly. Speed is how fast something is moving. Speed is how fast. Velocity is how fast something is moving and in what direction. Speed is a scalar quantity, while velocity is a vector quantity. Another key difference is how they are calculated. Speed is based on distance divided by time. Distance divided by time, which is basically distance over time. Velocity is based on displacement divided by time. Basically, delta d over delta t. Delta d is displacement. Delta d and distance aren't the same. Delta t and time are the same, though. This connects back to what we learned about distance and displacement. Let's look at. Suppose a person walks 5 meters east. And then 5 meters west. The total distance traveled is 10 meters. So the average speed is based on that total distance, but the displacement is 0 meters because the person ends where they started. So the average velocity is 0 meters per second. This shows that speed and velocity can be very different. Let's summarize. So speed tells us how fast something is moving. And it has no direction. Velocity tells us how fast something is moving and what direction. How fast So speed is scalar. Speed is a scalar quantity. While velocity is a vector quantity. Understanding this difference is very important for solving motion problems in physics. Please subscribe and see you next video.